All right, this is a short clip, but I thought it was interesting. I thought the topic, the idea is pretty interesting. So let's listen to this.
No contact with someone that you had history with or used to be with is insane. Like, the concept is insane, and I know it's necessary, but what do you mean I don't talk to you at all anymore? I used to know how many shits you took a day. Like, you would text me that you burped, and I used to know what it tasted like, what it felt like. You knew when my period was coming. You knew who I hate. You know my biggest fears. Are you okay? Are you alive? Are you healthy? Is your family okay? Like, are you even the same person anymore? And it's insane because this is someone that you used to text and call and see 24/7, whether you were in a relationship or it was just a situationship. How weird is it that now we're walking past each other and we're choosing to not even say hello? Or, better yet, I haven't seen you in months. Where's Waldo looking ass? Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Like, that's the vibe now. And if I do walk past you, what do you mean we're not saying hello to each other, Pookie? Just a couple weeks ago, you were inside me. No contact with someone that you had history with or used to be with.
You know, this is personal opinion, maybe a hot take, right? I think it's fine for people to move on quickly. Why did I say this, right? This kind of gives me the idea of it, right? uh, I've had you hear this take a lot, right? Where it's insane that, let's say, a man or woman, right, moves on, like they break up with you tomorrow. I mean, they break up with you yesterday, and then tomorrow they have another person. I think that's fine. I think that's fine. In my personal opinion, right? I think it's fine because here's the thing: where, in my opinion, when the breakup happens, most of the time, the person who breaks up with you, they've already checked out for a while, right? They don't break up with you in the midst of being happy with you. Usually, they break up with you in the midst of being absolutely hating the relationship or don't want to be in a relationship anymore. So really, if they move on, they move on, right? I do not believe in, like, or you can, but I don't believe that you have to be depressed for months, linger on it for months, right? A breakup or whatever for months, and can't get past it. Uh, have some emotional, like, control, right? Have some emotional stability. Have some emotional intelligence. Understand that if it's over, it's over, right? I mean, it's like, stop lingering on things that it failed for a reason. So that's like thing where, well, I see that's like for me, right? If I could, I mean, if it happened like that, right? It doesn't usually happen like that. But if every time I broke that a relationship of mine ended, and if I had another woman right then and there, I could do it. And I would love the new woman just as well or immensely without really no problem. In my opinion, right? That's how I am, right? I'm not lingering on, oh my God, I still love my ex. I'm still missing. I still want to be with her. I can't devote my time, effort into the next woman, or I don't have feelings for her. No, in my opinion, I'm controlled. If my last relationship failed, then it failed, right? Because if I wanted to be, if like this is the thing, right? If you were emotional, like, oh, you still hung up on your ex, well, if it didn't fail, you would still be with them, right? Like, if it didn't fail, you would still be with them. So you being sad, you being hung up, does what, right? It's showing that you lack emotional control. You lack emotional intelligence because you know what? You didn't realize that that relationship failed. Because if it didn't, it still would have been together. So this video kind of made me think about that.
Is insane. Like, the concept is insane, and I know it's necessary, but what do you mean I don't talk to you at all anymore? I used to know how many shits you took a day. Like, you would text me that you burped, and I used to know what it tasted like, what it felt like. You knew when my period was coming. You knew who I hate. You know my biggest fears. Are you okay? Are you alive? Are you healthy? Is your family?
This is the thing where it like this is the thing where women are so emotionally attached and delusional. Yes, you are so intertwined with this person. But if if the relationship was still good, it wouldn't have ended. So you caring about this person is great. It's nice, but honestly, you constantly think about them does what for you? It doesn't help. It's not healthy. It's not emotionally healthy. It's not healthy for you. So this is the problem with anyone that is not in control of their emotions, right? They're not emotionally intelligent, right? They're not emotionally regulated. Because if you still, like, you break up, right? And here's the thing, most relationships, women break up. Women break relationships, right? The majority of them. So hypothetically, right? If you broke up with them, why the hell do you still have lingering feelings? You shouldn't. Because if you do, you should have never broken up with him. Now, let's say this, right? If he broke up with her, I can understand why she would still have lingering feelings. But here's the thing. Unless you are willingly to bend over backwards, beg, change who you are, right? Change who you are. Whatever he didn't like about you. This is the thing with women, okay? Fine. You still love him. You still miss him. You wonder about him. Cool. Then change who you are if you still want to be with him. If you still care about him so much that you wonder what he's doing, how he is, okay, that you want him in your life, well then change who you are so you can get him back into your life. Right? If it's such a big deal, because here's the thing, women have to understand, you want him so badly, well then make the sacrifice. Because this is the thing, if you won't change why, let's say if he broke up with her, right? If he broke up with the woman, if you weren't willingly to change who you are to get back with him, then why be stuck in that emotional hellhole? That's the thing where this is where I want to show, like, do not be ruled by your emotions, right? It is a detriment.
Okay? Like, are you even the same person anymore? And it's insane because this is someone that you used to text and call and see 24/7, whether you were in a relationship or it was just a situationship. How weird is it that now we're walking past each other and we're choosing to not even say hello? Or, better yet, I haven't seen you in months. Where's Waldo looking ass? Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Like, that's the vibe now. And if I do walk past you, what do you mean we're not saying hello to each other, Pookie? Just a couple weeks ago, you were inside me. No contact.
You know, this is the thing, right? Why you hear the conversation and why, let's say this, body count. Like this is the thing where you constantly hear these certain talking points, right, of men. But why do men say it? Why do men care about body count? Why do men care about this? Why do men care? Because you can see the results. You can see the reasoning. Let's say this body count. What women with high body counts, with women, and this is the thing, let's say not even high, right? With women that's dealing with men. So let's say a woman that has, let's say, 30 bodies, right? Out of those bodies, most likely 1, 2, 3, 5, whatever, bunch of men would do this to a woman. Will pretty much make her emotionally unstable. Put these emotional, right, trauma onto her, where she's like, oh my God, I am wondering, I'm so fixated on this man. I am so emotionally attached. I miss this man. I want this man. I'm constantly thinking about this man, right? That's the thing. That's the thing where men say that it will make you hard to deal with because honestly, your mind is on other men that you have dealt with, men that have imprinted on you. That's the problem. Okay? That's the problem why men say, oh, body count kind of matters. It's not necessarily the numbers, right? But it's the balance of probability. The balance of probability. This is why I look at things a little bit more. I'm trying to analyze things, look at things a little bit more logical, right? Why do men care about body count? Men don't necessarily care about body count. Okay? Men care about the balance of probability that the men you deal with, right? Let's say you deal with one man. The balance of probability is that one man does this to you might not be as high. But the probability of 50, 100, right? Out of those 100 men, you will most likely deal with plenty or, a couple, a handful of men that's done this to you. Okay? And what this man has done to her, that emotional wall, it's like that emotional stability, that trauma, okay? Right? That way of thinking makes a woman like this hard to deal with. Because now she'll be hard to deal with the next man, right? Because she's emotionally attached to a man she's dealt with. Because he's imprinted on her, right? And here, let's do another thing, right? Alpha widowed. That's another talking point of men, right? She's literally been alpha widowed, right? She's been imprinted by a man so hard that even though either she left him or he left her, she still constantly think about him. She constantly want this man in her life, right? That's being alpha widowed. So you can think about more talking points. I'm not thinking about anything off the top of my head, but why men say certain talking points is that you can see that in women, right? You can see that in real life, how women think, how women act. We men analyze that because here's the thing, right? The reality is men know women. Men know women. The flip side, women know shit about men. They don't know anything. If anything at all, right?
With someone that you had history with or used to be with is insane. Like, the concept is insane, and I know it's necessary, but what do you mean I don't talk to you at all anymore? I used to know how many shits you took a day. Like, you would text me that you burped, and I used to know what it tasted like, what it felt like. You knew when my period was coming. You knew who I hate. You know my biggest fears. Are you okay? Are you alive? Are you healthy? Is your family okay? Like, are you even the same person anymore? And it's insane because this is someone that you used to text and call and see 24/7, whether you were in a relationship or it was just a situationship. How weird is it that now we're walking past each other and we're choosing to not even say hello? Or, better yet, I haven't seen you in months. Where's Waldo looking ass? Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Like, that's the vibe now. And if I do walk past you, what do you mean we're not saying hello to each other, Pookie? Just a couple weeks ago, you were inside me. No contact with someone that you had history with or used to be with is insane.
Really? You really? You mean? Oh wait, what did I say? Well, I mean, what do you guys think of this one? Right? What do you guys think of this one?